to the Troop High Coaches Corner. I'm your host, Greg Hicks, along with head coach Tanner Glisson and his sidekick, Chandler. So,
my man.
We had him on the radio last week. We're gonna make a star out of him yet.
He can listen, but he can't talk.
He can't.
Just let him listen. Let him learn.
I tell you what, we've been every Monday night. What a tremendous crowd, and another crowd here tonight at Johnny's Pizza. We're located just across from the mall out on the Parkway. You guys come on out, grab you some pizza. I know we just had some Hawaiian pizza. I think we had some last week. It's a little pineapple and ham. It's so good.
I had the Italian sausage and mushrooms and all.
I love some mushrooms on pizza.
It was real good.
Well, I tell you what, you guys, if you haven't had a chance to come out to Johnny's Pizza at any time, for lunch, for dinner, you guys make your way out, but particularly on Monday nights, each and every Monday night, all the high schools, and we even have the college out here early talking football, and you guys come on out and eat pizza, eat calzones, whatever you want, eat some garlic knots. Just enjoy. Got sports bar here, TV screens everywhere. They'll have the Monday night football game on here in a little bit, and so you guys come on out and enjoy yourself. But, Coach, I tell you, Friday night, wow. Anytime you have a rivalry game, as we talked about last week, you can throw the records out the door. You never know. One team, doesn't matter what the records are, there's always something, for the most part, that's going to just jump up at you. And we had something jump up on us the first half, and kind of we needed that challenge.
Yeah, no doubt. This being my third one, I guess. But kudos to those guys, to LaGrange and guys across town. They did a tremendous job and really challenged us early and made us do some things that we hadn't had to do all year long. And it was kind of a good thing for us. And I thought it was a very well-played football game. I didn't think there was a lot of jawing back and forth and unsportsmanlike penalties and that kind of stuff. I thought both teams respected each other very, very well. And kudos to Coach Burks and his guys for getting up. They really had them ready to play. And we actually had trouble matching their intensity early. And when we tried to match it, we didn't execute very well. And so we turned the ball over a lot in the first half, and kudos to them because they forced some of that. But went in at halftime and we talked about some things, and people would ask me all weekend, did you go in there and tear the paint off the walls? And no, it wasn't one of those kind of situations. It wasn't about, trying to get them ready to play or trying to fire them up. They were already fired up. It was more about how we had to execute to get the result that we wanted.
Sometimes you can that adrenaline can have an adverse effect. Sometimes you're just so pumped up and you're so tight it just works against you. Sometimes.
Well, there were several things that I said all week long. I said it right here on this radio show last week that two things were a concern of mine. Number one was the emotion of the game and kids being too emotional, and the second thing was the expectation of, hey, Troop is undefeated and LaGrange has not won a game, so they're supposed to win by 50. Yeah. And that's just a hard thing to process, especially when you're talking about 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. And the deal is having them focus on one play at a time instead of the end result is a huge deal in our program.
No, you're right. I like the way you think on that. Hey, we're live at Johnny's Pizza here on the Parkway. You're listening to Troop Coaches Corner live on Eagle Sports. We'll be right back.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and can bring transactions into relationships. When a football team ends up with 12 men on the field, it means somebody forgot to double check. And when you end up paying more for your car insurance than you need, it could also mean somebody forgot to double check. That's why State Farm will do a free discount double check by going through your policies to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Because those discounts mean big league savings. It pays to double check. Call your State Farm agent, Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange. Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945.
Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange. Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and over. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange and in Hamilton.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Kia.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness. We're proud to be one of the gold sponsors for our local Paint the Town Pink Hope Walk event. Being involved in our community is part of our heart and soul. Speaking of the soul, you can own a 17 Kia Soul right now for only $15,888. Stop by and see our entire inventory at 1217 Lafayette Parkway or shop anytime at KiaofLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Price Plus Tax, Tag, and Title. Stock number 19824. For award information, visit jdpower.com/cars.
8:37 left to go in the first quarter. No score in this contest so far. Rangers with the ball after they recovered a fumble by the Troop High School Tigers. Back to pass. Deep drop back. It's Crawford. Throws it across the middle. Bounces in the air. Pick off. It's a 30 to the 35, 40, 50. Blocking ahead of him. He could go. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers! Kobe Hudson takes it all the way for the Tiger score.
That will be about a 76-yard interception, and down the sideline, pick six for Kobe Hudson.
And what a exciting time as it turned out. That would be the only point scored in the first half. No offensive point scored. And again, we talked before he's going to break. Kudos to LaGrange Grangers. They were there ready to play and kind of threw us a curveball. We weren't kind of ready for it, but it took us a little bit of while to match their intensity, to get adjusted. And you made those adjustments at halftime like coaches should do and players should do, and it turned out a little different in the second half. But wow, it was a great crowd again.
I heard the crowd in that in that little segue right there. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
our crowd was tremendous, absolutely just awesome. We sold out of tickets at lunch on Friday. And it was really, really electric in the stadium. It was really nice to see. It was really good for our defense to carry our offense a little bit,
yes,
to be honest with you.
That's a good point.
Because those guys have a lot of pride too, and they keep reading about our offense, and rightfully so. But it was good for Kevin Martin, Nick Ligon, King Makuta, Andy Boykin, Alonzo Ogletree, Tay Dix, Dwight Gates, Jace Godwin, all those guys in there. And I know I left some with Joko Willis and
Tucker,
Vicente Stafford.
Joko,
and Tuck,
absolutely. Ligon.
Khalif Thornton.
You got it.
Tyon Battle. But it was good for the defense to actually carry the offense into halftime. That was really good. They bowed their back down on the goal line.
That's right.
We knew they only had one timeout left on that drive, so we kind of did some things to keep stuff in front of us and make them move the ball down the field and hopefully eat up the clock, which they did. But going in at halftime, we just got in there, and now they let you have TVs in the locker room so you can see, we can play back the first half.
Oh, good.
And watch films and with our Echo system. And so we, rewinding it and watching the first and second series of the game defensively, and offense can do the same thing. And it was just really getting on that TV screen and saying, hey, listen, this is what we're doing. This is what we need to do better. And one thing with the offense was take care of the football. I think in an offense like ours, we're used to having so much success. When you turn the ball over once or twice and people are saying to you like LaGrange did, you're not going to throw the ball. You're going to have to be patient and run it and do this and that. There's a tendency to think we got to score every play.
That's right.
Just calm down, execute, take what they give you. And that's, to be honest with you, I'm really glad that we were put in that kind of situation prior to us going that deep in the playoffs or somewhere else, to know how to respond. Because that's a little different than what we've been seeing.
That's a good point, Coach. When you come out and you're averaging 40-something points a game, and Of course, in the defense, you mentioned earlier they were only allowing 12.8 points a game, and so now you take that across 7 games. That average is going to go even lower.
I think it's 11.3 now. Is
okay,
what I think it is, and it was good. And even though we shut them out, I don't mean to cut you off on that, but even though we shut them out, I don't know that was our best defensive effort. We were out of our run fit some. Had to get that kind of taken. And it's kind of tough when you tell kids that, hey, you got to shut out, but you didn't play very well on defense.
Kind of like Saban did Alabama the other night.
Yeah,
hey, we got shut out, but you didn't play good.
Well, and in this rivalry, it was the first time in 25 years
That's
that
right.
Troop had shut LaGrange out. So, for us to go in there and be kind of ticked off this morning and over the weekend with those guys, they would kind of look at me cross-eyed. But once they saw the film and saw what we were talking about, and they knew it. They knew at halftime when we were making those adjustments and this and that they were not playing their best.
Well, speaking of playing your best, we're going to give away a free meal here, or at least a gift certificate. You guys, y'all, if you got a ticket out there, listen up. We're going to draw one. Chandler, you want to draw one?
It's going to be the last 3 numbers there. Got it? Pull it on down.
Okay. 815.
If you've got a ticket, 815, raise your hand. Rodney, was that you? Was that you, Rodney? All right, let's draw one more real quick. What you got?
822.
822. Hey! So Rodney did win. All right. Rodney Costley, I tell you what, the guy's out here every Monday night. If he can get out here, if he can skip work, he's going to do it. No, I'm just joking. I tell you what, that's a true fan when you come out here and enjoy Coach's show, and he's going to have some positive things to say about what went on. And
well, we sure appreciate Rodney and those guys coming out. And I tell you, we're going to have to take a big crowd up the road.
I tell you,
on Friday night. That's going to be a barn burner.
Don't you know it? Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to, speaking of taking a crowd, we're going to take a break real quick. You're listening to Troop High Coaches Corner. I'm your host, Craig Hicks, along with head coach Tanner Glisson. Troop High here at Johnny's Pizza. We'll be right back on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Some combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto, as in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Myrna Painting and Coatings Incorporated is currently looking for painters and painters helpers. You must have 5 years experience, pass a drug test, have a valid driver's license, complete a background check, and provide driving records. Starting pay from $12 to $15 per hour. For more information, call Myrna Painting and Coatings Incorporated at 706-883-8903. Myrna Painting is an equal opportunity employer.
Signs of progress are all over town. Mayor Jim Thornton is running for re-election to keep moving forward and to make things better for all citizens.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I've proven what I can and will do in office. The people of LaGrange care about results. I ask you to look at my record: a growing economy, a safer community, and a great quality of life. Learn more at jimthornton.org.
Jim Thornton doesn't just talk. He gets things done. For progress and growth, Jim Thornton is your choice. Re-elect Jim Thornton as mayor of LaGrange.
Nice little read by Montez. Faked the run, had drew them all in, and Jarrell Smith was really wide open in the corner of the end zone.
Thrash will go in motion. Handoff into the line and into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That touchdown will go to, let me see, Jackson Davis.
And that was part of the hurry-up offense that you could see Coach Holt just, let's go. He had the momentum rolling, and the option was to run the football, and they were just running, and Jackson got several good yards, and it got down inside about the 6-yard line. And that big offensive line just got and just shoved him into the end zone, and just makes you feel good that when you had to run the football, you responded very well.
That's right. I thought we did. I thought we ran the ball extremely well. We just didn't hold on to it in the first half. But the second half, Coach Holt wanted to go a little tempo to try to get us in a rhythm, and I think you heard Coach Burch talking about it earlier, how we kind of got in a rhythm there in the third quarter, and that was good. It was good to see.
Well, it's nice that, you know, people they enjoy watching Montez pass, and we enjoy watching him pass. We enjoy watching Thrash and Hudson and Dixon and Bridwell and even Carlisle out of the backfield. I don't think we might have tossed it to Trey, and even Smith. You know, we love watching those guys catch and then run after the yards after catch. But, you know, it's also nice to see a run every once in a while.
Well, let me ask you this. When you being a Troop High School historian here, when would have been the last time you think that we would have been disappointed at Troop High School with a quarterback throwing 220 yards?
Oh, that would probably been 1970.
I mean, we got used to we've now gotten used to him throwing for 300 and 400 or 500. Right. Yeah. You know, when we got here, you know, Troop was primarily wing tee or split back veer, and you know, you didn't have too many 200-yard passers in the whole, 60 years of football. Really,
it's funny you say that, and I love Coach Kendall, but one of his years of coaching, I said, Coach, you only threw the ball 6 times this game. He said, "Oh, you keep up with that." I said, "Well, I was just watching. Maybe we could throw the ball a little bit more." But
I mess with him sometimes, and I like messing with him because I'm an old split back veer guy myself. But I tell him, you had inside dive, outside dive, trick dive.
But it's funny to watch. It's funny to watch us, and it's enjoyable to really mix it up. And I'm glad we got a chance to run the football the other night. And first of all, we needed it. We needed some adversity,
right.
And it's glad. And we're glad to get it here in a rivalry game like that with a packed stadium. It's just the atmosphere because, not to overlook anybody. It's going to be a tough, you mentioned going to break. We got to take a good crowd to Cedartown Friday night. You're going to go to a town with a lot of tradition, even some recent tradition, even I know that they're kind of rebuilding, but the Nick Chubb years, Chubb was running over everybody. They didn't win a ton of ball games, but, they've got some good athletes there. And, they're, 6-1 right now?
They're 6-1. Their only loss is to Cartersville. And they're one of those teams where you put the film on, and the more you watch, the more you're impressed. And we keep coming back to this is a really, really good football team. They beat some really, really good non-region opponents. We're going to their place. They are extremely excited. I talked to folks up there this morning. They are excited.
Oh,
they're excited about Cedartown, but they're also excited to see Troop.
Absolutely.
Which makes us kind of feel good. But this is like going on the road in the SEC. You better – take your team on the road, ready to play. And it's going to take everybody. It's going to take all of our coaches being dialed in, our players. We need if we want to be an elite football program, and that's what I heard when we got here.
That's right.
We want to be elite.
That's right.
Then we need to travel like we're elite. We need to our people need to show up. Our band, our auxiliary, our cheerleaders. We need to take to the road like it's a home game.
That's right.
And no disrespect to Cedartown or anything, but we need to go up there and be the best team in that stadium and take over that stadium on Friday night.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be a tough thing to do because they are an extremely good football team.
Well, we travel well at Chapel Hill. You responded at Sandy Creek.
That's right.
So we actually that was not Sandy Creek. That was last year. But, you responded well at Bowden. So we expect and we want. And I know you're excited about going because each week it gets more and more important.
Well, let me give you some things. the winner of this ball game is guaranteed a home playoff game, and it could be the second year in a row that we've had that here at Troop.
That's right.
Okay, if we win Friday, we will tie a Troop record for 8 consecutive wins to start a season, which ties a record back in 1972.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's right.
So there are a lot of things to play for. And you know what? You go up there and don't play well against Cedartown, then it really diminishes what happens on November the 3rd.
That's right.
You know, and so there are a lot of things that we got to go play for, and we better have everybody's attention all week long, and we need to take a very good crowd up there that's loud, not just there, but it needs to be loud, and we need to really get behind these guys on Friday night.
Well, it should be exciting. Guys, we're going to take a short, quick break, and we'll come right back and wrap things up here at Johnny's Pizza live on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Tara, are you okay?
Yes, I can't believe you found me. I have car trouble and there you are.
Yeah, that's State Farm's 24/7 access.
It's like we have this mental telepathy, you know?
Well, you did start filing your claim with your mobile device. You can access State Farm on your phone, online, even in person at one of the 18,000 neighborhood
State Farm offices. See, mental telepathy.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Connect telepathically with Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange. Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange and in Hamilton.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Something they practice, Greg. This is not something that's just happening. They plan for these situations. Montez looking back, gets the call, makes an adjustment at the line of scrimmage. Lets his tailback know what he's going to do. Backs up, airs to the corner. Got a man there. Thrash with a touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers!
Just a little fade route to Jabari Thrash in the corner of the end zone. Saw that he had been reading that corner all night. Corner had tight coverage on him. He just simply darted right by him. Montez laid it up for a nice little pitch and toss and catch for a touchdown, Tigers.
It's nice when you can catch some tendencies of different things. And I know you guys are looking at, the defensive guys are always looking. I know from sidelines you're spotting things that you see that you can take advantage of. And that was just one of those things that it was there. It was tight tight coverage, and it made it happen.
Well, I think that was early in the fourth quarter, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And we wanted to get Thrash a touchdown. That he came to us from LaGrange, knew a lot of those kids, and he has scored in every game almost all year long. So
That's right.
we wanted to make sure he got an opportunity because he really didn't get many touches the other night. They did a good job taking him away, and it was just one of those things that was important to try to get him a touch and see what happens.
Well, and we're going to wrap it up right here. As I think the boss is saying, let's go. We got to go. Mama's calling me. I got to go home. But I tell you what, again, looking back, tremendous victory this past Friday night. Anytime, a crosstown rival that the Tigers hadn't beat LaGrange a ton of times in the last 25 years, but it sure is nice to see you're on a streak now. And with you 2 years in a row, and I think it's like 5 out of the last 7 years. So that's a good thing for the Troop Tigers. But speaking of a good thing, Coach, you and I were talking off the air. We led into it last break. Huge game coming up in Cedartown Friday night. Yeah. Think about it, man. You gotta just stay focused. You fans got to get up there. Like Coach said, take over the stadium, act like it's our home game, because that's the kind of importance it means as a first round.
Yes.
The winner takes at minimum, a first round home game into the playoffs. So let's get up there. Let's be loud and proud and be Troop High Tigers. With that, we will see you guys next Monday night here at Johnny's Pizza, live on the Parkway. You're listening to Coach's Corner from Troop High on Eagle Sports. We'll see you next week.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact